How's it going, everybody? I am Money here. Today you're going to be watching a Moab, or actually 3 Moabs on Modern Warfare 3. I'm playing with Balls Johnson, Satan Says Hi, Vicva, Close to Immortal, and Stewie, and myself and Balls Johnson and Close to Immortal both dropped Moabs. You guys really enjoyed my last story about my crazy ex-girlfriend, and I decided I would do another one to appease you guys, and I got a few requests that if I had any more stories, share them with the world. And I do have more stories, but the issue is coming up with stories that are funny versus, you know, just fucked up or just not funny or just depressing and angry. But I do recall one good story, and this story takes place a couple months after the last story. So I'm at my dad's, because I had to move in with him because I had recently gotten evicted from my apartment. And that is because I was having too many complaints from neighbors and issues. The police got called to my apartment, so there was a police report filed because she kicked in my door once upon a time in some fucking high heels. And my landlords were not too happy about that. So the first chance they got, they said, you know what, you gotta get the fuck out of here and you take that crazy bitch with you. So I ended up moving in with my dad, who lives across town, same city but across town. Coincidentally, my crazy ex-girlfriend, who at this moment in time we are not together, we're on a little break, she moves in with her friend who happens to live 10 fucking minutes away from me. But on this particular day, I was extremely fucking tired. Like, I had been working lots and lots of hours. With this particular job, I would put in, 40 to 60 hours a week. So I was extremely tired. I'd work 8 to 16-hour shifts, and I just wanted to go home and go to sleep. But at this job, I was somewhat of a little whore, and she found out that I had been not necessarily messing with this other girl, but I had been hanging out with this other girl a little bit too much. So there was no evidence that I was doing anything with this girl, but she was not happy with the fact that there was a girl at my job that I could have been interested in, and that caused a problem all in itself. So she ends up giving me a call, and she's like, what are you doing? And I say, I just got off work. I just got done working a double. I'm really tired. I can tell by the sound of your voice that you're ready to start a fucking argument. Can we not? And she's like, well, I know you got that girl at your job, and I know you're fucking her. Like, I know you're fucking her, and I don't give a fuck if you tell me you're not fucking her. I know you're fucking her. And I'm like, you know what? When you're done doing whatever you're doing, we can talk. Where are you right now? She says, I'm in Seattle. Keep in mind, I live in Tacoma. That's 45 minutes away. At this time of day, it's at least 50 minutes to an hour. So she says, okay, fine. We'll talk later. So when I see you, we're gonna have a conversation, right? And I'm like, yes, I promise when you're back from Seattle, we will have this conversation and we'll talk as long as you want. I hang up the phone. No bullshit. 2 minutes go by, someone knocks at the door. And I'm thinking to myself, no one knows where this place is. Like, my friends don't even know where this is yet. This crazy bitch pushes me to the side, walks in the door. I'm like, I thought you were in Seattle. She says, shut up. Just shut up. Where's your phone? My phone is sitting on the floor, dear. It's right there. She's like, I'm gonna go through your phone, and as soon as I see some messages in here, I'll have proof that you're fucking that bitch. I say, you know what? 1, how the fuck did you teleport from Seattle to this apartment in all of 2 minutes? 2, what the fuck are you doing here? And 3, why are you so antsy? Now, keep in mind, my crazy ex-girlfriend liked to dip into recreational narcotics. So at this particular time, I assume she was not only drunk, she was high off something. So she grabs my phone. She says, what's this bitch's name? So I tell her the name. She finds the text messages that we're sending back and forth. Keep in mind, there is nothing incriminating in there. I am not fucking stupid. The only message that she finds reads something to the effect of, have a good day at work. I'll see you later. So I take a step forward. She's like, don't fucking move. I'm going through your phone. Don't fucking move. I don't want to hear your shit. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So about a minute or 2 goes by. She's like, I'm reading all these goddamn text messages and I'm not liking what I see. I said, you know what? I'm tired of your shit. I'm fucking tired. So I take a step forward. This bitch yells, uppercut, and punches me smooth in the fucking face. I mean a straight jab to the jaw area. Within the jaw area, the bottom teeth, and the upper nostril. This bitch hit me so goddamn hard. I felt kind of feminine, and I kind of stopped and I paused, and I was kind of like, this bitch not only just hit me, but this bitch literally just hit me hard. And now keep in mind, Tiffany's not a small chick. Tiffany plays basketball. She's all of 6 feet tall, and she will beat down a bitch, and she may even be able to tussle with a man. I taught her some MMA moves, and the bitch became a fucking monster and a hassle to deal with. So I'm trying to regain my composure. I take a step back. I look at this bitch crazy, and this bitch gonna look at me talking about, yeah, I hit you. And what? Bitch, Oh my God. I grab the chick and I'm trying to push her out of the door. But if you ever dealt with a white woman after she's just got tanned, they're slippery. So we're tussling back and forth and she's slipping through my fingers. It takes a good minute, like I'm wrestling a warthog, to finally get her ass, compose her, and get her out the goddamn door. So I'm yelling through the door like, bitch, just go home. Just go home. I don't want to cause no problems. This bitch gonna tell me, problems? You the one that got punched in the face. Now, as a man, it took everything in my soul not to open that goddamn door and drop kick that bitch in her goddamn abdomen. But thinking back to my own apartment, I recall that this bitch can very easily kick down a door or two. So since I'm at my dad's place, I'm like, hey, can you please just go home? Like I'm begging and I'm pleading with you just to go home. So after about a good 10 minutes, I finally calm her down and she does go home and go on about her way. I call my dad and I tell him what happens. This motherfucker thinks I'm Eddie Murphy telling jokes because all he can do is motherfucking laugh. All he wants to know is, did she break anything in his house? Motherfucker, what about my face? I am so pretty. What about my face? I felt violated. This bitch hit me like a man. So we end up talking later on that night. And this is how she dissolves the entire situation, by putting me in the box because I gotta answer like a man. So later on, we talk and I'm like, hey, I don't know if you recall this, but you teleported into my fucking place like an episode of Quantum Leap when you're supposed to be in fucking Seattle, and then you show up and you fucking straight jab me in the goddamn mouth. This is what she says. She says, look, did it hurt? And of course I can't say yes. It didn't really hurt, but it was the fact that I got punched in the face by a woman. So I'm like, no, it didn't hurt. She says, so what's the problem? You know what, bitch, I'm done with you. I'm going to bed. I'm going back to sleep. I'm going back to sleep for 18 years like a goddamn mummy. But we end up getting back together a few weeks later. But that is the end of that story. I'll try to come up with some more stories that you guys may find entertaining. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will catch you guys next time. I am Money out.